My camera was fogged up. Had to wipe it off.
Dude,
it's a perfect.
Crazy.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta get in front of you now. What is up, guys, and welcome back to Adventure Archaeology. Today we're back in the water. We're gonna be looking for some river treasure, whether that be in the form of antique bottles, arrowheads. Who knows what we'll find? Y'all hang in there and let's see what we can pull out of the water. Back during the spring, I actually pulled an arrowhead out.
Wow.
Look at that.
That's a pretty one.
Wow.
Back it up a little bit and probably see it better. Man, clean too. I guess that river's got it clean.
God, that's so crazy.
That's a nice one.
That's the best arrowhead I found in a couple of years.
Yeah.
Right around in here. So every time I walk through this particular area right here, I always just really take my time to make sure nothing else is washed up here. Because if there's one, there's probably more. Probably just walking right over the top of them. It is warm enough here in Alabama, for sure, that I traded in my waders for some nice water shoes. And today is going to just be a nice leisurely stroll to see what comes up. I'm going to have 2 or 3 creeks that I'll be in today. I'll be meeting up with Clayton a little bit later, and hopefully we'll find something pretty cool. All right, I can honestly say this is a first. Let me put this into context first. There's a bridge right here. This is also heavily kayaked. But check this out. I looked down and at first I thought it was a leaf. There's literally a $5 bill right there. Heck yeah. Either somebody lost it while they were kayaking or canoeing, or somebody had their wallet stolen and probably thrown off the bridge. So I don't know which one it is, but I just got some gas money for the day, guys. So there's the limb that I was just at with a $5 bill. I didn't make it 50 steps. And there's a freaking $20 bill right there. That is not a bad morning, guys. 25 bucks. I wonder if there's any more in here. If there's 2 bills right here and that's the canoe kind of put in and take out point, there's got to be more if it didn't get swept into that. So I'm gonna take my time and look around here, because somebody very well could have lost a whole lot more than 25 bucks if they had that much with them. So that's pretty exciting. I came here to find some bottles and come out with some money, so I'll take it for sure. So this was the bank that earlier in the year I was pulling bottles out of, and as you can tell, the kudzu has just completely taken over. Can't see anything behind it. It's a really good place to hide bottles for sure. I guess I'll have to wait till later in the fall when it dies out to see what's behind it. The water's still a bit up. We had a good bit of rain. If y'all saw my story on YouTube, I did a quick clip of it to show y'all. It flooded here. We had a flash flood for about 2 days. So the water still didn't get quite as high as I need it to, but it's enough that hopefully there'll be some good antique bottles washed out. So I haven't found any more cash. That either means that it washed way down the creek, or maybe all they had was $25 and I was fortunate enough to find it all. It definitely will give me a half a tank of gas, and I'll take that for sure. The water's still kind of murky. Got the first fishing pole of the day. Another Zebco. That one's been in there for a little while. It's seen better days. That's all right. We'll take it out of here and throw it out. Check this out right here, guys. Oh, it's not embossed. It's an old flask though. Looks like it may have been a corker. Hard to tell. It's a good sign though. Here's a little bitty bottle, it looks like. Oh no, it was the top tail bottle. That was a big old whiskey. Had me fooled. We're checking this little gully off of this creek ditch that we're in to see if there's any bottles in it. He sees a wash pan up there. Been there forever. Any glass in it? No glass. There's lots and lots of glass in here. The humidity is terrible today. I am just drenched with sweat, I can tell you that much. We found a few good things so far. There's definitely stuff coming out almost every time it rains. This is gonna be modern. Yep, thought it would be. That's probably modern right here as well. Yep, modern Corona. Heineken Corona. Here's another little ditch right here. You may want to stay up there and check that one. Lots of wine bottles.
Hey, what these are pretties. Pipes run down.
You're probably right. I think you're right. He said that those little gullies are probably close to where the privies were. And that's just what continues to wash the bottles in here, which makes sense. Because of this being such a narrow little waterway right here, the water gets deep fast. And when it gets deep, it moves the sand around and the rocks, and then new bottles come out, which makes it a prime spot. The wider the creek, the more rain it takes for it to get deeper. Looks like it's got a crack. Yep, with the side going out. That's melted. It's been in a fire.
It burned.
Yep.
Trash pits on this tree.
Could be trash pits. I mean, it's just so hard to say.
Let me see.
Let's see.
I can already tell what that is.
Yep. Oh, perfect.
Killer, dude.
Perfect. And my camera's fogged up.
Holy crap.
My camera was fogged up. Had to wipe it off.
Dude, that's
it's a perfect.
freaking crazy.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's killer.
All right, I gotta get in front of you now. Guys, we got so in the heat of the moment on this find that we didn't even acknowledge what the bottle was. This is a Marion Pharmacy Bottling Works, and this is an incredibly rare bottle. Actually, the third one that we found, but it is the first one that doesn't even have a flea bite or a small nick on the bottle, so it is pristine and perfect. We were so excited that we just couldn't contain ourselves. The other two bottles in this picture were also found in this same creek, so this is quite the honey hole. Let's keep going. I spotted a bottle sticking out back here. It's probably a ketchup or something.
Oh, it's RC.
RC Cola? Dadgummit. Ah. Sorry for the dirty camera lens. It is literally so humid and hot. I mean, we're just pouring sweat off our arms, our faces, and it's not making the camera lens stay very clean. But check out that bitters, another bitters piece that Clayton pulled out. It's 2 bitters pieces today. That's some earlier stuff. Man, we just got to get on it. Got to find a whole one. It's a good little wash down through there. There's trash all through that. I bet we could. Ooh, a bitters. Huh.
Oh, that's a sweet thought. What thing's going?
Yeah.
Don't slip on this.
Slick as all get out. What you got there, man?
Got a nice little half pint.
What's it?
What the full half pint? Yep. No tank.
I think I see.
You got another one? What you got?
Something big.
Big old green.
Modern wine.
Screw top glass.
So crazy how that new's mixed in with the old. All right, guys, we made it out of the creek in one piece. It was terrible. The conditions were not ideal for sure. It got super humid because it rained, and it made my camera work kind of sloppy. So I apologize for the camera lens being dirty at times and the water and the mic and all that fun stuff. But that's kind of part of being in the field. I told y'all that I would show y'all some of my favorite bottles in my collection at the end of each video. I'll be really brief and show you a couple of these. These aren't even my good bottles. I'm kind of saving those for the very last. Maybe in a few weeks I can get to them where my hutches are. But these right here are super cool. This is a Big Chief from West Blockton, Alabama, and that's an incredibly rare bottle. That's an easy $150 bottle, and no, I don't know why I got it next to the edge. I got to move it over. This is a Big Chief from Tuskegee, Alabama. That's another incredibly rare, tough bottle. I just love anything that's pictorial with the Indians on it. Here's a couple more pictorials. I think I've seen us dig a couple of those Inslee scales. Those are always cool. There's a camel next to it, a Camel Bottling Works. It's embossed. And that right there is something that I have never dug. I've never been privileged enough to dig one of the big water bottles, like the Lithia water bottles. But this is a local one from Birmingham. I'm super happy to have it in my collection. That's a really tough bottle. That's about a $150 bottle. Let's see what else I got up here. I did bring that labeled bottle in, try to preserve it a little bit. There's a Dove bottle right here. And here is a Dora Cola that I had turned into a drinking glass, by the way. This is still available on eBay if anybody wants it. I'll put the link below. But there's a few more. I'll show you all a few more next week. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video this week. We will catch you guys in the next adventure.